In the older days, the world was full of magic and other unexplainable things. While most of this wondrous spectacle faded with the inevitable decay of time, some mystical marvels persisted, often in the far corners of the earth. Some, however, were much darker than others, and some lurked right in the very heart of the Seven Kingdoms. One such unfathomable monstrosity is Sir Robert Strong. A silent, hulking creation of the disgraced maester Qyburn, Strong's mere existence holds many implications for both the physical and ethereal questions in A Song of Ice and Fire. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Exploring Fiction. As champion of the former Queen Regent, Robert Strong's task could alter the balance of power across all of Westeros, and win or die, nothing will ever be the same. So, who exactly is Robert Strong, and why is he such an interesting character? Let's explore. The very identity of Sir Robert Strong is shrouded in mystery. Though never uttered by his creators directly, most believe the Titanic Knight is the reanimated corpse of Sir Gregor Clegane. In the trial by combat to decide the fate of Tyrion Lannister, the Mountain faced off against Prince Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper of Dorne. Though Sir Gregor crushed the skull of his opponent in the end, the Dornishman had accomplished his task. He'd cut the Mountain with his poisoned spear, and the poison worked slowly. Beneath the Red Keep, Sir Gregor's blood ran black, and his very body rotted away. Experimented on and overseen by Qyburn, the Mountain died an agonizing and drawn-out death. His skull was cleaned and polished, then sent to Sunspear far in the south, as recompense for the heinous acts he committed against House Martell while he was still alive. Qyburn, however, wasn't done with what remained of the massive knight. It was rumored that he labored in the depths of the dungeons for days over the body of the Mountain, even requesting living prisoners from Cersei Lannister from time to time. At the same time, he commissioned the creation of white steel armor larger and heavier than any equipment known to man. When he was finally unveiled to the world, Sir Robert Strong was a sight to instill both terror and bewilderment alike into the hearts of any sane man. The knight is 8 feet tall and clad in the very same enameled armor that would surely have crushed anyone else. His face is completely hidden, covered by a great helm whose plume is the 7 rainbow colors of the Faith of the Seven. Sir Robert is a mute as well, never uttering a single word. It is in the 5th book of A Song of Ice and Fire, A Dance with Dragons, that Sir Robert Strong is first displayed in all his ominous glory. Cersei Lannister, having dug her own hole of damnation by meddling with too much power, agrees to take a walk of atonement across King's Landing as punishment for her deeds. Before this event occurs, however, she notifies Qyburn to fill the vacant Kingsguard position by sending him a white cloak, a sign to unveil her champion to the world. Parading from the Great Sept of Baelor all the way to the Red Keep, Cersei has fallen into complete despair, her bare body studied by almost every living human in the capital. She collapses, but her champion has come. Sir Robert Strong, the mute 8-foot giant, is there for his master, and he scoops her up in his arms like nothing and carries her to the gatehouse. Qyburn officially introduces the knight as her champion in a trial by combat that is surely to follow. Now the regent to the king, Sir Kevan Lannister ponders the newest member of the Kingsguard. He recalls the confessions of Sirs Meryn Trant and Boris Blount, who say that the giant neither eats, nor drinks, nor relieves himself at any time. Troubled by these revelations, Sir Kevan surmises Sir Robert Strong to be some reanimated form of the Mountain, a notion shared by the Hand of the King Lord Mace Tyrell and his bannerman Lord Randall Tarley. Those 3 men, along with the rest of the High Council, decide their suspicion must not be pursued, so as to not upset the balance of power in the 7 kingdoms. For if Sir Robert Strong were to fail in his task, or be harried in doing so, Cersei would be condemned as guilty, and even worse, Tommen's right to the throne would be thrown into question. and that is not a winning proposition for House Lannister or House Tyrell. So, they keep the thought to themselves, and Sir Robert Strong continues to occupy his place amongst the White Cloaks, waiting to fulfill his greater purpose. The very existence of Sir Robert Strong is an ode to more mystical times in the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, but his task and its consequences are what make him so important. Sir Robert is, allegedly of course, a burly, headless giant, though perhaps he has some sort of shadowy semblance of a face beneath his great helm, and thus most likely is immune to the majority of mortal pain. The very life of Cersei Lannister rests on his reanimated shoulders, should a trial by combat ensue. At the behest of her uncle Sir Kevan, Cersei took the Walk of Atonement across King's Landing, squirming and hairless, to cleanse herself of her sins. But so monumental were her crimes that the High Sparrow and many other pious individuals throughout the city thought the transgression far dwarfed the punishment. Naming Sir Robert Strong her champion provides Cersei with the most foolproof backup plan known to man, but it is not perfect. Sir Robert is shrouded in mystery despite all the suspicion, and his worth in the heat of battle is yet to be questioned since the death of his former self. But much hangs in the balance of the looming trial by combat. For as Lord Kevan Lannister surmises until his untimely death at the hands of Lord Varys, the victory of Sir Robert Strong is tantamount to the survival of the houses Lannister and Tyrell atop the hierarchy of power in Westeros. Well, it's true that if Strong succeeds and the wicked former queen Cersei lives, it is also true that she can never regain the power, influence, and arrogance she once possessed. Her admission to sin and Walk of Atonement made sure of that. Cersei would be alive, but only as a shrill, spurned former version of herself. If Strong fails, however, Cersei will be killed, and Tommen will be deemed a bastard of incestuous origin. The Iron Throne would once again be deemed unoccupied, opening the path for Stannis, Daenerys, young Aegon, or even other claimants. The houses Lannister and Tyrell would topple, and the realm would fall even further into conflict, spelling doom for highborn and lowborn alike. Born from a headless, poisoned corpse at the hands of a dishonored maester, Sir Robert Strong holds more sway in his gargantuan hands than almost any man in the Seven Kingdoms. Though he is a mute, undead knight, he is the champion of Cersei Lannister, readying for a trial by combat that could reshape the political landscape in Westeros for good. No matter the outcome, King's Landing and its occupants may never be the same. The fate and purpose of the undead Sir Robert Strong has massive implications. So, that's all for this video. Leave a comment with your thoughts below, I'd love to hear them. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new here, I'd love to have you. Visit my website, russellawellsauthor.com, for exclusive fiction and more, and subscribe to my mailing list for free exclusive content. The links for both are in the description below. And, like always, I will see you next time.